Right guys, it's been a while since I made a video for this channel, but I'm absolutely pissed off tonight, so this has to get said. I'm not going to pull any punches, I'm just going to say it how it is, and if you don't like it, then feel free to fuck off. So, for those of you that don't know, a couple weeks ago, there was let's be honest, there was a thug, and he died at the hands of 4 police officers while they were arresting him. Now, one of the police officers happened to be white, and the thug happened to be black. Therefore, the left-wing media have done what they do best, and that is that they have pushed racism. Yes, they've pushed this false racism narrative that racism in 2020 is worse than it's ever been. Now, that is not only false, but there's also absolutely no evidence that this death of George Floyd by the hands of these police officers had anything to do with racism. Absolutely none. But they're going to call it racism anyway, while they ignore all the other hundreds of black deaths that happen in America. But just because this one death had one white police officer and there was a black man that died, so they're going to push this now. Since then, over the couple of weeks that have passed, we've had lots of riots, we've had lots of, they're not protests, it's been violent riots, it's been looting, it's been stealing. We've also had like dozens, probably hundreds of people. There's no way to get like a correct figure, but there's been countless amount of people that have been injured. There's been several deaths. I believe there has been 11 deaths due to these violent protests, violent riots. One of them was former retired police officer David Dorn. He was doing security and he got killed just so some black guy could get a flat screen TV. So, you know, Black Lives Matter. They matter when you can push the false racist narrative when there's a white guy involved with his death. But hey, black on black, man, and it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to go into that, man. The statistics are there. Black people are not victims. They're not hunted by the cops. If you go and look at government statistics, that will prove that. What I am going to talk about is the fact that even in the UK, so initially it started in America, but then they seem to have these protest riots in all other countries around the world. But in the UK, it seems to be getting out of control now. Mainly, it was just London, and you had lots of like famous iconic statues and monuments and stuff like that were being vandalised. But they've took it too far. They fucking took it too far. Earlier today, in Scotland, the Robert the Bruce statue was vandalised, and he was called there was graffiti vandalised on his statue, on his monument, and they called him a racist king. Now, this is just a step too fucking far, and I refuse to sit back and allow this to happen. How the hell is a guy, you know, that was alive in the 1300s, he didn't even know black people existed, he never had a black slave, he didn't have any of that. The guy is known for overcoming English tyranny and delivering freedom for Scotland. The guy is a fucking national hero in Scotland. He's up there with William Wallace. It doesn't get, you know, Robert the Bruce, William Wallace, as far as Scotland goes, as far as icons go, legends go, and figures go, it doesn't get higher than those two. And now his legacy is going to be tarnished by some virtual signalling fanny that hasn't got a clue what they're talking about, obviously brainwashed by the media. We're talking single digit IQ here, and they're trying to portray Robert the Bruce as a racist king. A racist king. Robert the Bruce is a fucking hero. You should be getting on your knees and don't kneel to Black Lives Matter, don't kneel to that bullshit. You should be kneeling. If you want to kneel to someone, kneel every day to Robert the Bruce. That's who you should be kneeling to. And these Black Lives Matter think it's alright to come and obviously, you know, decimate his statue. Well, you know what, Scotland's proud of its history. Scotland is proud of Robert the Bruce, and if you're not, you can fuck off. You can leave. You can get out of Scotland. You're not welcome in Scotland. If you're not originally from Scotland and you feel like you're being oppressed in Scotland, or you're being victimised in Scotland, or you're being held back in Scotland, then feel free to return to whatever third world shithole you came from. And if we have the misfortune of the person who ever did this, if we have the misfortune of you actually being born in Scotland, then you can just piss off and choose whichever European fucking nation that you want to be in, because you're obviously not a true Scotsman or Scotswoman or Scotch thing. Whoever did this, absolutely sickening, guys. Robert a racist king, a fucking racist king. When will this end? When will this fucking end? The person that done this, man, I don't even think banning from the country is enough. They should do jail time. They should do jail time. This is just not right. This has hit me fucking really bad, to be honest. I cannot believe this. I mean, I just cannot believe it. It's fucking sickening. I would love to get my hands on it. I mean, I would if anyone knows if there's a way to find out who done this, man. Fucking come on, one on one, one on bloody one. Meet me anywhere you want, anywhere you want. If you want to try and destroy something, if you want to try and vandalise something, come and try and vandalise me. I'm no having that, man. Robert the Bruce racist king. Fuck off, racism. Let's be real, right? Racism's hardly a thing anymore. I mean, it's really not. I'm trying to think, all the people like I know, I mean, how many people do I know that are genuinely racist? Not a lot. But nowadays, if you don't agree with Black Lives Matter, or even if you support Donald Trump, you're a racist. If you fucking tie your shoes the wrong way, you're a racist. If you don't fucking bow down and acknowledge your white privilege, it doesn't exist, you're a racist. Just complete fucking garbage. It's a false narrative. Yes, you do get racist people, but there is racist people on all sides. There is racist white people, there is racist black people, there is racist Hispanic people, there is racist Asian people. It is what it is. But the numbers are, the numbers are not, it's not like everybody in the world's fucking racist. Not all white people are racist. And Robert the Bruce certainly wasn't racist. So, I mean, whoever wrote this, and not only are you a thug, not only, have you committed a crime, but the biggest crime you've committed is being a fucking idiot for thinking Robert the Bruce was racist, and they want to bring down the statue. Fuck, over my dead body. No bringing down no statue, right? Robert the Bruce, William Wallace, Scottish heroes, and that they will remain that way. George Floyd, fucking criminal that nobody will miss. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna fucking cry a wink over George Floyd, right? He was a drug dealer. He was violent. He held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach during a home invasion. So is this really the guy that we should be fucking bowing down to and setting fires and killing people and having riots and looting all in the name of George Floyd? Don't think so. But obviously I know it's more than that. I know it's not about George Floyd. I know it's about the left pushing their narrative, and they've got an election to win, so they've got to try all they can to try and get the black vote back, because they know that Trump has been gaining on them over the years. We know this ain't about George Floyd. Fuck, nobody cares about George Floyd. It's not been about George Floyd since the day he died. It's not been about George Floyd. But who knows? I might actually go into a video. I might make a video about that more in detail. I am pretty fucking annoyed. So if a lot of what I'm saying doesn't make sense, it's I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off. But anyway, I think I tried to get my point out there. No, in no way was Robert the Bruce racist. He never owned any fucking slaves. He didn't know black people existed. All he did was kick English arse, and he's a fucking hero for that. And his statues ain't coming down, and I refuse to just sit back and let some little fucking punk that doesn't know shit try and tarnish this great man's legacy. So anyway, guys, that is I do plan on being more active on this channel. We'll get some more football content going on. Obviously Hearts were relegated to the Championship, and I've got quite a lot to say on that, so I will be making vids on that in the future. But for now, man, I'm just fucking sick, absolutely sick. We don't need this shite in Scotland. We've got enough crap happening in Scotland without this. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'm just hoping it's a one-off, and that this isn't going to be a reoccurring thing, because I'm not having it, man. Fucking not having it. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think down below. What next? Are they going to vandalise Wallace, the Wallace monument, and they're going to call him a racist? Are they going to? Did they just want every piece of history to be erased, and just for us all to bow down and fucking accept blackness as if blackness is some great. No, it's a skin color. You know what I mean? Just because you're black doesn't it doesn't make you any better. It doesn't make you any worse than the next person. So get over it. Obviously, we know the left. They are the real racists. All they do is push race. That's all they've got. The fucking race card, man. Day in, day out. Race this, race that. But I'm not having it, man. White, black, brown, or fucking whatever colour. Robert the Bruce was great. Certainly wasn't a racist. And yeah, that's it, man. Till next time. Peace.